Hello ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in to the Hellraiser Boxing Vlog. If you enjoy the blog, please hit the subscribe button. Love growing the Hellraiser Boxing YouTube family. Just watched Anthony Joshua against Kubrat Pulev. Do you know, I was really disappointed. I know that Joshua's had like basically a year out. I really wanted him and I expected him to be far more spectacular than what he was. I mean, there was a lot of his elbows were like miles off. I just think if he boxes like that against Tyson Fury, Joshua will get beat. And I've always had the feeling with Joshua and Fury that Fury is the better technical boxer, has the better movement, the better sort of awkwardness about him, that would see him nick rounds. But I always thought that at some point Joshua will catch up with him. I know we've just seen Joshua sort of finish strongly, but I really thought he was poor tonight. I really was not impressed with him. I think it's a good job that he was in with Kubrat Pulev tonight, because a better fighter could have caused him a lot of problems. Joshua was caught throughout too often. I thought his finish was good. It's like he seemed to land the uppercut almost at will in the last round, and he set Pulev up very well. The last part, I mean, but I think by then Pulev was pretty much dismantled. But the last right hand, he threw it very confidently and was able to close the show very well. But I just think that should have come. It makes me think maybe he's still suffering from the defeat to Andy Ruiz. He might consciously think that, yeah, I've digested that and I'm over it. But the way he boxed, he seemed off colour. He seemed like he was to me too hesitant, too open, too many silly mistakes that he didn't get punished for, but a better boxer will punish him for. He didn't seem very compact to me, like his hands were coming up. And I mean, the thing is with Pulev, he has got a good jab and he feints a lot, and he sort of keeps this high, almost like a kickboxing guard, where the hands are up, and so I understand why Joshua might have been inclined to raise his own hands a little bit more. But to me, I thought Joshua was going to go in there. Pulev normally likes to walk people down. I thought Pulev's going to come to him. But Pulev basically, I mean, look, when he fought Klitschko, he completely fell apart. Literally the first round. I know he lasted, he got up but he just got smashed. Tonight again, Pulev, he didn't come really to walk Joshua down. He fiddled his way round, and it made Joshua look bad. I thought Pulev would make Joshua look good. I thought Pulev will try and walk him down. They'll end up sort of on the ropes at close range, and Joshua will bang him with a right hand, and that will be that. I think Joshua, I don't think it will happen, because I don't think they want to take the risk of Joshua fighting again before he fights Fury. But if he fights like he fought tonight, I can't see Joshua winning a round against Fury. I mean, I thought because he's been out for a year, maybe we're going to see a bit of ring rust, like it might look a bit rough around the edges. But I can't quite get my head around it, because I think Joshua is capable of so much boxing. We've seen him box so much better than that. It's good that he's got that he'll probably come on for that fight. But he needs to come on a long way. I thought he was robotic. I thought, even though he's coming quite light, I thought he was a bit stiff, and he didn't really take advantage of the openings and the opportunities to finish the fight early when they were blatantly there. He seemed like he didn't want to take any risk at all. Even when it looked like he was hurting Pulev, he inexplicably he didn't really want to roll the dice, or didn't seem to have any urgency to want to close the show. The thing is, if you're fighting like a top guy, you might only get one chance in the whole fight to finish the fight, and if you don't take it, then you won't stop him. That's it. And if you're losing on points or he's nicking the fight, that's it. You lost. I was hoping the first sign of weakness that, and Pulev is a guy who has shown weakness. This is the thing. He has shown that when he's in a situation that could probably be quite mentally challenging, quite intimidating, he's fallen apart. And I really wanted this is what I just wanted Joshua to exploit that, to take advantage of it, and set him up, and as soon as the openings were there, to dive in and take him out. Joshua won. He was winning, fairly comfortably, but at the same time just being made to look terrible for my money. I mean, he thoroughly unimpressive. Like I said, ideally I'd like him. I mean, I just don't think it will happen, but ideally I'd like to see him have another fight before he fights Fury, because if he boxes him like that and Fury boxes how he's boxed when he's had like his big challenges, like the Wilder fight, like or both Wilder fights, like we've seen him at his best. I just think he'll outbox Joshua. I think he too fast, too awkward, too much movement. And if Joshua doesn't close the distance and doesn't really switch on, it seemed like his brain wasn't switched on tonight. I just can't understand it. He just seemed, Joshua, like his focus wasn't there. Because I expect Joshua's he's a very intelligent guy. I expect as soon as there's any weakness, just to see him instinctively take the guy out, but he just seemed like he couldn't quite pull the trigger when I wanted him to do that. When the opportunity was there, and that worries me for him against Fury, because Fury's a guy that seems to, the bigger the occasion, the better he boxes. Now, we saw Joshua against Klitschko, albeit an old Klitschko, and Joshua did deliver on that night. The thing is, look, we know he's had a terrible stoppage against Andy Ruiz. He then boxed him off the back foot in the rematch, which I thought he boxed technically very well, but I think anyone that saw that would think maybe he's a bit gun-shy. But because of the way the first fight went, you could say, okay, well, it's not because he's gun-shy, it's because he's chosen to just stick to the boxing and not roll the dice, not take any chances. Tonight, there was loads of openings, loads of opportunities. I didn't think Pulev was particularly good, but he did make Joshua look very poor. And I think any top heavyweight, like top 3 or top 4 heavyweights, I think would have beat Pulev tonight. Emphatically, I think would really take him apart. He looks to me like a guy who's at the end of his career. I mean, he just looks like he's had it, and Joshua did not shine against him. So I'm not very happy. I would give Joshua like a 3 out of 10 for that, and I hope that he somehow pulls it together. Not that I particularly want him to beat Fury, because I like both of them, but I just want to see a really good fight. And I'd hate, like, if Joshua boxes like that, he'd get beat, and I wouldn't feel necessarily that he got beat by a guy that was a better fighter than him, because I think on his night he can beat Fury. But if he boxes like that, we won't see who the best of him. I don't know what, but something has to change. Hopefully it will. We'll see. Anyway, guys, thank you for watching the Hellraiser blog. I'm not going to depress you anymore with my rambling about this, but I just quite deflated, and I'm a bit baffled. That's the thing. I'm a bit baffled. I can't understand why Joshua doesn't seem to have progressed in the way that he would at this point. He's obviously a very strong guy. He's got lots of attributes, but something in there needs to up his game if he's going to beat Fury. I know that much. Anyway, guys, thank you for watching the blog. Please, if you enjoyed the blog, please subscribe, and I will see you very soon for more blogs, more big fight analysis. See you then. Bye bye.